Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is Faizan Syed, the Executive Director of CAIR-MISSOURI. Today, right now, we need to raise about $10,000 to help this young Uyghur Muslim student who's studying here in the state of Missouri from getting asylum and not being sent back to China. He is a young Uyghur Muslim student, and as you're aware, in China right now, Uyghurs are being oppressed. Over 1 million of them are in concentration-like camps. Their religion is being targeted, and this student has very real fear to worry about going back to that country and potentially being arrested. SubhanAllah, in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that whomsoever Allah guides, none can misguide that person. And this young man, when I spoke to him, he told me when he first came to America, he didn't really know anything about his religion. He wasn't really practicing. The only thing he did was not eat pork. But it just so happened that Allah put him on a plane, brought him to America, and in America is when he started to learn about his religion. He started volunteering at the local masjid, helping out with their dinners, and different programs like that. He started praying 5 times a day. He fasted for the first time in Ramadan just this last year. He did Qiyam al-Layl. He did, subhanAllah, so many other things. And you know, when we hear that, we say, mashallah. But in China, that is the exact type of person that they want to persecute, that they want to oppress, and they want to wipe out their religion from the Uyghur Muslim population. I was asking about his family, and so, that conversation really brought tears to my eyes because recently his parents contacted him and basically told him, don't come back to China, don't come back to Xinjiang, don't come back home. And many of his friends, he told me about a friend of his who's a businessman, and he was arrested and he's now in this camp. And other of his friends have been arrested in this camp. If that's not scary enough, a police officer who lives in his town called him and started interrogating him and said, when are you coming back to China? The moment you land, and I quote, the moment you land, go to the police station right away, once you land. And for me, that's obvious what's going to happen to him next. Alhamdulillah, we spoke to immigration attorney Jim Hacking. He's one of the best immigration attorneys in the region for sure. And he says that this young person has a strong case. I hope that you will agree with me that we cannot allow this young student to go back to China where he might be put into one of these camps and God knows what will happen. He's a bright kid. He just got an engineering degree. And again, when he first came to America, he just thought he'd get a degree, go back to China, get a comfortable job, and live a comfortable life. But the reason he's being targeted is because he believes in La ilaha illallah, because he's a Uyghur, and that country is oppressing that person. The money we're going to raise, the $10,000, will inshallah cover the full asylum fee, and we're trying to raise a little bit more just in case other expenses might come up. As you're well aware, sometimes with legal cases, more expenses arise. If we raise $2,500, then we can retain attorney Jim Hacking and start this case right away. His visa is about to expire soon, which is why I'm making this urgent appeal. And every day that we spend trying to raise money or not apply for the asylum case is less time that he has, and he could potentially be taken back any day. So this is something very, very urgent. I encourage all of you. You've seen what's happening on the news. You've seen the oppression that these people are going through. This is a young Muslim student in our state, in our community. He's very active. He's turning back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's our duty to not allow him to end up in a camp, not allow him to be put in a black bag or something of that nature, and make sure that he has a bright future here in the United States. Inshallah, please donate, please do contribute. Let's raise that money and let's help the student right now today. Assalamu alaikum, a greeting of peace.